Frost. You, yes, I am a fan of the movie of Rise of the Guardians, and I do love fan art. And this ship, Black Ice, Pitch Black, and Jack Frost has been one of the most popular pairings around. I haven't been like a huge fan of this pairing for a while, but my Jack Frost is into bad boys because he it's the only thing that brings him excitement in life anymore. I've been a fan of the movie since I was 17, and I, truth be told, you can roast me on Jack all I want, but I wasn't interested until I was 16. But so yeah, a long time. So we're gonna see. Okay, so one of the things I did put for Jack is since he's into Bad Boys, I thought it'd be really funny to start finding like Pitch Black and Jack Frost fan art, as a little shout out or whatever to the movie. The thing is that yeah, and the reason why I did is because you guys do have a lot of good fan art, and I've grown to appreciate that pairing ever since. All right, so my top 10 fan arts for now. No particular order. I mean, I sound a little different than usual, so but that's because things have changed for me, strangely enough, for the better, and I'm still kind of getting used to that kind of new me. So I'm gonna be as chill as I can. The first three I couldn't find the sources no matter how much I dove into. So this is just first one right there. That is Pitch and Jack right there. Oh my god, got that detail on that though. I really appreciate stuff like that. And then there's Pitch Black doing this flirty banner, and there's Jack Frost, like, just questioning his motivations a little. And if you've seen the movie, you kind of would understand why. Man, that is me growing up, not trusting anybody, and it's just I don't know. Like I did have like an appeal for some reason, but but because of personal issues at home, I never really believed it, no matter what you said. So I didn't start dating until I was 20. Oh my god. And yeah, I and Jack Frost is the most popular character, so any shade thrown is not recommended in our fan base. And this one, oh my gosh, look at that. This is what I do admire about the fan artists in this is that you can show like Pitch as a shadow and it's still pretty cool. I mean, check this out. Out of context, this does look like a mysterious lover and all that, but in context, it's it's a star-crossed lovers, Romeo and Juliet kind of thing. I wish I. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I can't zoom in by much. But holy cow, look at that. He kind of looks like Hades a little. If Hades was like shadows instead of fire. And dang, the color is pretty good too. I don't know. Like for me, I do like when, cause Jack Frost's hair is messy but pretty short. Like so, I do like it when people don't make it too long and still keep it messy. And what's funny is that Jack doesn't like to wear shoes, but and I don't like to walk on my feet, so I do like to wear all kinds of cool shoes. But generally, I don't like to wear shoes inside. I find that pretty weird. But holy cow, look at that! It looks like he's about to strangle him, but you know they're just latching onto each other. And this is what I got to admire. The background is pretty cool because it doesn't take over the whole. They use this space to their advantage. See right here, you can see that the odds are against them, and they are still holding on to each other no matter what. And that's pretty admirable, love defies all, and that's probably true. Alright, so. Oh, this one! This was the reason why I started looking for it in the first place. You see, there was somebody that I sort of role played with, and, like, the funny thing is he is married, but we thought it'd be a little humorous because, well, I mean, I'm single now, but considering, like, the what kind of dumb stuff we were getting into, we thought it'd be better to like throw people off by doing that. And since he was sort of a controversial figure, I thought it'd be funny, like since I was the one that pretty much looked up, like pretty much was on his side and trusted him. I thought it'd be funny if it looked like that Jack was sort of being corrupted or guided or whatever. And I really am dying to source this artist, but every time I've tried to reverse search it or look through websites and all that, I can't find anything. The closest thing I found is something called 8 Tracks. But dang, look at that. That looks like somebody that does not care that what you have to say. He's gonna do what you want. That's the thing about Jack Frost, though. Jack Frost has always been, like, defiant and stuff, and that's one of the reasons why he didn't want to accept being a guardian. But this one has to be my favorite one out of all the Black Ice fan art, and I just wish I found out who made this. I wish, which one of you did all of this? Well, thankfully the next ones I do know. Okay, so this is a no-he. I do like this one. There's stars on Pitch, and then there's Jack, completely enamored by Pitch, despite him not being a very good idea in hindsight. But, you know, to be fair, though, Pitch did offer to, like, a companionship in the movie. After 300 years of isolation, oh my god, it's getting into spoiler alert. But that's the thing. Well, I mean, the other Guardians did say that Jack is mischievous and all that, but still, it does suck being invisible and all that. But dang, look at that. They're just leaping into each other's arms, completely lost in their own worlds, and, you know, dang, just look at that. You can just imagine them being over the moon and the stars. I mean, if the Man in the Moon did prove that, or Manny, or I don't know, I have yet to read the original source material. Alright, so this is by the same artist. They drew this for somebody's 21st birthday. And oh my god, does this defy me, because I'm pretty private with this stuff in general, and especially in romantic relationships, and I just feel like I just get lost in my own world, and I'm all alone, and people have said that that's not very normal to think that you feel you're all alone, but I guess this is, in a way, I do relate to Jack in this sort of aspect, that you do things behind the scenes, people don't know about it for sure, and what really warms your heart is that people are happy, and that's what gets you going, that nobody will find out, but you've made a difference in some sort of way. But being a little too real here. But yeah, so this is just two people who are all alone, and they found each other, and they're just staring off in the middle of the night. I mean, this is so romantic. I just want to do this one day in, like, like, I just go in the middle of the night after I get off work, and then I go to a 7-Eleven, get a bunch of Slurpees and snacks, and I just go somewhere in the middle of nowhere and just be alone, and I don't know, for me, this really speaks well for me. I do love the setting and the lighting. I'm sorry, my dogs just went in. They've been doing that a lot lately. Might be a sign. But yeah, check it out, man. But yeah, see, the moonlight hits pretty well, and the colors do make it. Sometimes it's supposed to be like a purplish blue, and it's done pretty well. The paint strokes make it it makes it look like it's nighttime and it's real and all that. And with Jack, I don't know, I think it's really cool how you can identify that your style does stand out despite it being like a fictional character that's not yours. I just admire those kind of artists that can make fan artists their own. And right here, like, you can see the contrast between these two. They're like the yin and yang of lovers. Alright, so we're done with that one. Okay, this one is by Sharky Boo on DeviantArt. The last one was Eno High, but I couldn't get her Tumblr blog anywhere. It looked like it was gone. So here is this one is my kind of style. The ones where they try to break your walls, you resist, and it just works whatever it does. I mean, look at that. Look at that eye contact right there. That is somebody. That is somebody that has been betrayed and gone and not noticed over and over and is keeping their guard up. because of that. I admire people who can convey body language in art so well. That amount of detail is so admirable. And right here with Pitch is like somebody that is not going to give up on you. I mean, I'm not entirely into this pairing, don't get me wrong. This this kind of thing for me to praise you is a huge deal. And this implies that he's screaming and shouting for him to stop and not to try. And so when he covers his hand over Jack's mouth, he's shutting him down entirely. And then right here are the hands. The hands is basically pushing him against the wall, and this is eventually showing that Jack is giving in, despite fighting it entirely. And then the little shoot, it's been a while. Right here is basically can symbolize the emotions that are pouring through to Jack. The emotions and affections that's going through to Jack, and it's approaching Jack right here. And it's eventually touching him. So, in a way, like, I know this doesn't seem like a big deal, but body language does tell everything. And this is what I go to admire about this. Not just because it's done very well. I mean, look at this. Black and white, it shows how they contrast. Dark and ice. And it's pretty soft. The soft colors do make this work. Because it also symbolizes the mind state that Jack is in. That this is somebody who's completely accepted, like, their fate. But here is basically somebody, it's crossing over if you pay attention. So it looks like it's two people combining together to be one. Oh my god, this is what I get for taking, like, art theory, English, theater, drama. Basically, I had to analyze all aspects of this. And one of the things in art is that you gotta understand the symbolism of colors. And that's what's really cool too, is that this is blue, but it's white. So it's like snow everywhere. The lining is very cool. I mean, the blue does do it doesn't make it too, how do I say this? It doesn't, like, make it too much in a way. I love the subtlety in this. I mean, oh my god, this one, Sharky Blue, you have to be really cool doing this. I don't know how long ago you did this, but I think you've done a really good job with that. Because from an objective point, this is done pretty well. And from a fan artist's perspective, it's even better. Because in a way, you've made this in your own way. If I did not know who this was, this right here is pretty cool. I mean, okay, yeah, I gotta love it. Okay, so this one is by Gridio, by DeviantArt as well. And right here is pretty awesome, too. So you got their main colors, blue and black merging together in one into the sky. And they look a little different than I expected, which is understandable. And this is them basically getting together, being one. I know, I'm over analyzing this a little, but I've got to admire the effort that they put into this. Alright, so yeah, he doesn't look a lot like Pitch, but in a way, yeah, I mean, that's fan art for you. I mean, doing your own thing can help things sometimes. The hair is pretty awesome, though. He's got, like, anime kind of hair, and but hair that's pretty awesome, but I doubt it could be pulled off pretty well. But dang, look at that. You can tell that his hair's supposed to be black, but the way the shading is incredible. If you look, it's like blue and black and gray and white, and they've done it so well that you can see, like, his hair stand out even among this darkness, which would make it very difficult otherwise. The outfit's pretty awesome. I do think, like, the hand is a little hard to see. I don't know if that was intentional or not. The hoodie, however, I mean, I love hoodies myself. But this is awesome right here. This is the kind of hoodie I would want to buy. It's pretty baggy and in detail. The hands, in my opinion, are pretty hard to draw, but this seems pretty cool too. But I don't know. The eyes are a little too big for my taste. I don't know if that was intentional or not. I mean, it's pretty good. I'm not sure what style you were trying to look for, but oh my god, look at that. You did the same thing with the hair too. It's blue and gray and white and light gray and dark gray, and it's pretty cool. You kept this in character. His hair is messy, but it's not super long like a lot of anime stuff is. And holy cow, the jawline's incredible. Look at this. You could see the sharp jawlines in all of this. And I don't know, that's pretty hard to pull off, like, in this kind of style. I mean, some guys do have good jawlines, some guys don't have as strong jawlines, but holy cow, you can. This is the kind of fan art I like, is that ones where they look like they're male. I don't know, like, I mean, I know some guys don't look as masculine, but when you can, like, Jack's supposed to be like a younger kind of guy, like a young adult basically. And that's when their baby faces start to disappear. So here you can kind of see him start to mature a little. The eyes are really cool though. You can see like the iris in there. Like, look, it's as big as my magnifying glass. You could see like little specks of detail in the eye colors and the. Oh my gosh, this is pretty cool. But yeah, I know the eyes are a little bit too big for my taste, but the colors really do make up for it. Now the eyebrows are really incredible too. Another example of good line work in here. Like, this is sharp and angular, and this one is bushy, but not too bushy. But shit, man. Man, the colors and are pretty incredible. Now this, I don't know how experienced you were, but this is impressive as well. I mean, look at that. Like, this really does work, and for most people, this might not have been as well to pull off, Gridio. I can't wait to see I don't know. I would love to see what you have to say. I don't know if you're ever gonna see this, but yeah, this is a pretty good job. I mean, it's one of my favorites, and I'm not even like a giant fan of this pairing. So, all right, so we got Alish McAlish and this is gonna be a little harder to decipher. So, let me be right back. You guys can check out that beautiful artwork, and I'll see what I can do. I guess what makes this very cool for me is that, I mean, I do a little drawing, but I don't have the patience to really do this or the skill. So I mostly do graphic design. So I make like stupid little memes and stupid little thumbnails and stupid little things. It doesn't show very well in my videos, but once I really put in the effort, I do. Okay, so let's start with the bottom. Like, this is incredible. This is a realistic looking, like, black ice kind of picture. I mean, look at the horses, man. These horses look like actual horses right here. And look, shit, I can't remember what kind of drawings, what kind of style this is colored in or drawn in, but man, does this work right here. They're so different, and yet you had to give a style where you had to make both of them stand out in their own way, and you really did a good job of it. Dang, look at that. I don't think it's oil. Maybe it is oil colors, but I'm not sure. But shoot, look at that lightning bolt. Look how much this stands out. This is what I got to admire about it. The colors, they knew how to do this very well. Right here, you can see it illuminating under their faces. Here, you can see the lightning form from their eyes. And let me see here. And the staff is just the right amount. See, the anatomy is really good too. Because right here, you can see the staff form. And here you can see Jack bend down. I mean, anatomy is really hard to pull off in general. So the fact that you managed to make this look super realistic in his own body shape is pretty impressive, to say the least. And you had to do this while making them look almost human. I mean, look at these hands. You can picture somebody who looks like this right here. Oh man. I am honestly imagining Jack trying to balance this, and he has to be an acrobat to pull this off. But it's really cool how you manage to do this, and it crosses over to the other side. Now right here, well, I'm praising Jack a little bit too much because I'm thirsty. Not really. And wow, look at this. darkness that's seeping in. Like, oh my god. And pitch black is so self-explanatory. So trying to like form a figure of Jack, no, Pitch, the horses, and the darkness is pretty difficult to decipher. And you managed to do that. And it's really cool. Look at this. You can see like the solitude of this right here. And it's pretty cool. And right, man, look at this right here. I mean, this is you're probably one of the most talented artists that have made this. And that's, I don't know, like all of you guys are really good, but this one, holy cow, this is professional quality right here. This is something I could see you actually make money off of. I mean, there's so much to describe here that I don't know if this might take me a while to really completely analyze. But I like it. I really do. This is, look at that. Jack's catching a snowflake in his hands. It looks like they're missing somebody, and he looks like he's trying to. But wow. I mean, maybe this isn't much of a black ice painting. I mean, this was categorized as one, but I'll accept it the way it is. I mean, this is pretty cool. If you're not into it. Alright, so what else is there? Okay, this is by Van Ra from DeviantArt as well. I'm sorry, I know I don't have the links or spelling it out, but hopefully, I did get most of these off of Google Images, so I hope it'll be easier to find at least. And if not, I did cite the sources, so maybe you guys can do. Maybe I should have titled it too, but I think it would be more important. Oh look, yeah, right here, Van Ra. So she did sign it, so you can find it. But okay, where to start with this one? Oh my gosh. There's a little horsey again. There's Jack completely questioning everything in life. Wow. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty hard to draw feet too, so I'm not gonna give people too much. Like, I'm not gonna get on people too much for it. The height difference is pretty incredible, too, but it's not too much to the point where it's distracting. The scythe, I don't remember if it's in the movie, but it does work when fitting into his character. I do think that, let me see here. The outfit is really awesome. The staff is pretty cool. Look at that ice on ice on ice. You barely see that in fan art. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe I don't notice it. There's the moon judging you guys on your relationship. But the thing is, I do think I mean, overall, it is pretty good. I do like how things are. Look at that ice and all that. I think the problem is you didn't know exactly where to put things, so it looks a little off. Like right here, you can see a bit of the sky is black and blue, but you can't tell what it's supposed to be. And then here is intersecting a little bit too much to the moon, and the line work is almost gone. Yeah, so I do think you need to polish up a little on the colors, otherwise you're doing fine. A little bit of the detail here, there's a little over detail in here that I didn't think needed to be needed. I mean, like I said, it's pretty good. You just gotta, just don't, like, I mean, I know it's hard being a little perfectionist and all that, but you're doing fine after all. I do think that the anatomy needs a little bit more work because right here is a little bit, this might get a little people turned off right here, and the legs are a little bit too long, and he looks pretty unrealistic right here. Like I said, it is pretty awesome right here. I do love how they're standing back to back. I do love how they're you can tell they're looking away, but they are making a difference with each other. But the horse and the sight are the best part of this. I mean, look at this horse, man. This is a horse that is completely badass and will completely give you nightmares if you fuck up with this. I mean, I don't know. I like it. I mean, you're not 100% perfect, but I believe in you, and I hope that you did get a lot better in this, because this is a pretty cool piece right here. I mean, I do like your style. I do like the stylized of it. I just think that you know, if you redrew this now and you have improved over time, it would be amazing compared to what I've seen now. That's how impressed I am by you. So if you want to try this again, understand if you don't. Overall, I do. This is one of my favorites after all. But again, I don't know. Some people might not like it. I personally do. But great job, by the way. So the ice here and the horse here, banging. Okay, so I got one more. I don't. And this is my favorite right here. This is by Gira Himu-sama. And oh yeah, so they did watermark it, thank God. Yeah, it's similar to the one here. I understand the set the well, it is similar to another fan art. I understand that, but this is like a sunrise right here, and over here they are touching. Well, Jack is touching. And what's really cool about this one is not only did all the snow here, you can see this one I believe is a little better than the other one is because the environment, the backgrounds are a lot better. You can tell which is here and what is what. Like you see the snow forming, you see them watching a sunset rise over the mountain, the snows are on the trees, and Jack is just watching it with somebody they really care about. And the body language can indicate that as well. I mean, oh, well, I was wrong. You guys do put snow on the stats, but this one's a little unusual. You see right here, this is Pitch standing straight up, so he is relaxed and all that. And Jack here is not as relaxed, so him leaning forward means he is slowly forming closer to Pitch. I mean, again, body language says a lot in these kind of arts. See, right here, you can tell with the way he's gradually relaxing that he is letting down his guard and is, leaning forward and is sharing a moment that they value with somebody else. Basically, letting them into his own world. This is not, I mean, this is just what I'm conveying from what I'm witnessing in this fan art. It's not 100% fact. But I hope it gives you an idea why I like it. If you want something from an artist's perspective, I mean, this is really cool. Like right here, you can tell like where the back of their heads are, where their jaws are, where their arms are, and it's just incredible. Like, look at this. This is awesome right here, and I'm really do admire this kind of stuff. This is something like with artists, you have to pay attention to detail, and you have to draw out, basically describe what the detail is and looks like. And that's not something a lot of people give artists credit for. If it was easy, everybody would do it, but obviously that's not true. Um, but again, yeah, so this was a great way to finish it. I mean, it's really cool what people can come up with and what they do, and for my Jack, indeed, gives a bit of security. So this is probably one of my favorite fan arts of all time. This does describe a lot of my situation right now. The odds are all against me, and the odds are all against me, and this is what I gotta deal with all by myself. But not only just that, but this is incredible on its own. Like Pitch right here, the moon. If you took out Jack entirely, this looks like some evil monster ready to take over. But this is what really, really does it for me. Like, look how small and insignificant he is compared to Pitch. Like, look at that. Look at how he's going forward and he's trying. This gives me like a punch out kind of vibe right here. And it's one of those things that you can't capture like anything else. Well, there's the signature there. I hope I do find the original artist for this one. But yeah, this is like an underdog kind of fan art, and it's awesome. Anyways, oh, I mean, this is pretty cool. At this point, Jack Frost is no longer invisible, and it's pretty cool. Jack Frost is a pretty awesome character in general, and it really saddens me to know that this movie is underrated. It has bombed at the box office, and why though? This movie is unique, and in a weird way, Jack Frost has become my magnum opus. And it's really weird. I never thought that Jack would help me a lot more than I expected in a lot of ways. And that's what's funny about it is that he's it's just like his character. He's not popular, he's not noticed, and he's invisible. But at the end, everybody sees him.